Welcome to Liz and Liz Get Literary. I am Liz.
And I'm also Liz. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going. It's Friday. The sun is shining still. It's so hot and terrible. We're almost to fall. So I'm excited about that. I am ready to decorate. I'm ready for pumpkin spice. I'm ready for sweaters and the red album.
Mm-hmm. You already
So,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I will say I've had a great summer. And I feel like because I didn't complain all summer, I'm actually even more excited for fall. Like, I'm just positive.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm like, if you enjoy it while it's here, then you won't be so like mad waiting for it to come and you'll be able to just slip into the next season.
Yes. I have completely jumped on the barrel jean trend. And so I'm excited to build outfits. I'm excited to wear all of my crew necks. I'm excited for all of the outfits that are going to come out. I'm just ready for and then when you walk out and it's that crisp kind of smells like a campfire breeze and I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Look at that. We both of us this year have relinquished the skinny jean,
We have.
and I'm proud of us. I got my outfit in the mail yesterday for the Young Blood concert. And listen, I don't. We haven't talked to the people yet about Youngblood, but
No, we'll get to
he's
that.
everything to me. He's a book boyfriend.
Mhm.
He just is. Anyways, and I ordered these like mid-rise, extra wide leg holy jeans,
Yeah, buddy.
but they're like tight as hell all the way up top, and there's holes like all the way up to the top, and then the bottom is just like. And I'm wearing like this like sheer shirt, and I put it on for my husband last night, and he said, "Did you know that that shirt is see through?" And I was like, "That is the point. Do you know who I'm about to go stand in front of? And like we're in the pit, so he's gonna see us because he goes in the pit every night. He's gonna probably touch us.
He might like suck your blood.
He might kiss us. He kisses a lot of people. So and
That
yeah, I said, yeah, that's the point. And he was like, "Are you gonna put a shirt on under that?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to see Young Blood." And he's like, "Cool, so you're leaving me."
and you were like, that's dramatic, but
It's
50
not off the
cents.
table. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, not yet.
not yet.
It depends if Dom, that's his name, Dom, if
That's not
Dom,
name.
looks at me a certain way, I might be moving to London.
You guys, this is what happened with Youngblood. One day, I, innocent Liz, was sitting at my desk
Yes. Okay. All right.
and I get this notification that Liz G has sent me a TikTok, which that happens very regularly through my life, through my day. And
It's also 11 a.m.
it is 11 a.m. And then, like, immediately it notifies me I get a TikTok, and then it's ring, and it's literally Liz G FaceTiming me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so I answer, and it's her and Bailey. And they're like, did you see the TikTok we just sent you? And I'm like, no. And so they're like, you have to open it. We've discovered young blood. And I'm like, okay. And I open this TikTok to this shirtless man who I think he was smoking a cigarette.
He was licking a cigarette,
He was licking a cigarette. He
and then
kind of
he
looks like,
shined it, and then he like sucked on it, and then he gave it back
and he
to
gave it back, and he kind of looked like a vampire.
I think he is a vampire.
I think he is. And they were like like losing their ever loving minds, you guys. Like literally they were like, we just bought tickets to go see him. And mind you, also during all of this, our Geneva that we have with our virtual book club friends is blowing up. And Liz is like, does anybody live in this city that we're going to? And everyone's like, yeah. And Liz like, okay, well, I'm gonna be there. And I'm sitting here like, oh, I guess we just don't tell each other anything anymore. She's apparently going on a road trip. So all of this is going on, and then I'm brought into the Youngblood lore. And when I tell you we were on FaceTime for like an hour and a half, and they're like, he puts blood in vinyls, and Ozzy Osbourne, which R.I.P. King, but he was like, Ozzy Osbourne gave him a trophy or passed the torch or whatever, and they are telling
Yeah.
me all of this
He
lore.
told Youngblood that he's now like the Duke of Darkness. Like
Yes, so
yeah. It was crazy. And he chose Youngblood to sing at his last concert. Like it's kind of serious.
it is, and they were like, "We're going to see him," and they were like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "I no, no, I know, but like Youngblood, I see you. You have a very specific vibe going on. I live for that, and you guys have the best time at that concert. If he kisses you, girl, I will be cheering you on. You better
No
put
one
some tongue in there.
no one is gonna hear the end of it. I'm gonna tell
No,
you that.
as they shouldn't. You that needs to become your entire personality."
It will be. And to be clear, Youngblood has lived many lives. We just like myself, you know. And he used to be like more like MGK, Travis Barker, like he did a song with them like during COVID. So like he's been around for a long time. I just didn't like the music. But now he's like he's metamorphosis. He's now a goth butterfly. And I just like him better now. And I think I even said on the FaceTime with Liz, I was like, this is what my grandma was feeling about Elvis.
Yeah.
Like this sweaty, gothic Harry Styles is licking cigarettes and I'm about to faint.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to be clear, I find cigarettes disgusting. So like this is bizarre behavior.
It is very out of character behavior for sure. Not so
Unless
much
it's like yeah, maybe like 12:30 at after dark. I might not find them disgusting after some jello shots, but I will 99% of the time turn my nose up at a cigarette. But when he licked it, I all of a sudden I needed to smoke.
and this is not shade to Bailey by any means, but this is not out of character for her, but it's out of character for you.
Something came over me. He reminds me of a book boyfriend. Like this is how I feel like a Magnolia Parks character would act.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's for sure in Magnolia Parks.
Like
Somebody,
this is one of Julian's besties.
yeah, I could, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to hear how it goes. I'm excited to get all of the videos from the concert. If you get some tongue action, girl, I'm cheering you on. Cheering you on.
He's really close friends with Florence Pugh, so there's a shot for you in there too.
Because Florence Pugh is friends with Sebastian Stan. I could meet Florence and Sebastian.
Why choose?
Why fucking I wouldn't.
You
I
couldn't.
I would literally be like, share me. Share me. There's nothing forced about this.
Except maybe the proximity.
I I have been spamming Bailey probably for 3 or 4 weeks now of just Bucky Barnes like heart emotional damage TikToks, like spamming the shit out of her. I took a break when I went on vacation, and then as soon as I got back, send.
I see them all the time, and I just don't send them to you because I know you've seen them.
Yeah, I'm
I
probably the
know you
reason.
have. Exactly. So I'm like, she's got it. She's seen it.
I have to be careful not to post them regularly because my husband will absolutely catch on and be like, this is her new hyperfixation.
And then all of a sudden, all your Marvel stuff is just not in your house anymore.
Yeah. I mean, between him and Iron Man, I'm sad. I'm sad. Actually, I have my little Iron Man guy here with me.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. guy. Actually, per rumors, he's coming back as a bad guy.
Well, he'll be coming. He will be coming back, but Iron Man will not be coming
No,
back.
but
So
I am ready for a evil RDJ. So
that's very true. So, but I heard you mention in our vacation, you also had a virtual meetup.
I
Wait,
did.
no, you had an in-person meetup with our virtual book besties. How did it go?
It was so fun. It was so fun. It was so fun. It's very interesting because every time I've met a virtual friend, I have to remind myself we've actually never met in real life. Like it's when you connect with people virtually, it's such a weird thing because then you meet them in person and you're like, I have said some wild shit to you. And now I'm meeting you in real life. And I was very nervous. But it was actually just the best time. We went around this sculpture garden. My children acted a fool. And then we got to go buy books. They were all amazing. I mean, Rosie and Brady have really built a really great community for book people, and I will forever be grateful. Um, and you get to meet a couple when you go see your
I'll
man.
be meeting, yeah, 4 people
Mhm.
out in Northeast America. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, it was great. I love meeting book friends. I love meeting friends. I never thought I would be the one who would have friends like this, ever, but here we are.
it's fun. Virtual friends are fun because, yeah, like one day you're sending them like Shrek thirst traps, and then the next day you're having lunch with them. And I'm like, okay, okay, we're doing it. We're really, because there's something about like an online, like a chat room or like a Facebook group. In this case, it's a Geneva app where you just like are so authentically yourself because no one cares because you're all technically strangers.
Right.
But we have like 12 different group chats with all these people. We have voice notes and FaceTimes, and we like sometimes we'll just log on to Google Meets to do absolutely nothing. We'll play Jackbox or like talk about Glee or the Hunger Games, and it feels like these people have been our friends our whole lives.
Yeah. And that's how it felt like. I mean, we're sitting there talking about books, and I realized I didn't know what half of these people do in real life. Like, what
Yeah,
jobs do you do? What,
we
you
just talked
know,
about that
yeah,
with some of
like,
them. I was like, wait, I don't know what any of you guys do.
yeah. And so it was really nice. I had a great time. We were in Minnesota, which I have family there, so I got to see them, and I hadn't been to Minnesota in a long time, like since I was a preteen. So it was fun to be back up there. And it was nice to kind of get away for a little bit. I tried a brown shaken espresso for the first time. Uh,
A
and
brown
I'm
a brown sugar oat milkshake and espresso.
yes, yes, yep, you're right.
Yeah,
Yep.
very close.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think I ever actually said sugar when I ordered that, but they just knew what I wanted.
The people know that's their
Yeah.
most popular drink for sure.
Yeah. And it was, I'm addicted now. I texted Liz G and I said, do you think I would like having a Nespresso machine? And she was
It
like,
escalated quite quickly because what happens always, this is not new, is I will get a text like, what do I order here? What do I order here? What do I like to drink here again? Like, how do I order this? And so she's like, would I like a brown sugar oat milkshake and espresso? And I was like, yeah, but I know you. You should get it with this and this. Like, add caramel drizzle, add some cold foam. And then I get a text the next day with another one. I'm addicted. And then I get a text like 2 hours later. Should I get an espresso machine? Like, do you think I would like it? And then I was like, yeah, I think so. Like, I love mine. And then she was like, okay, how do I, like, what do I do? Like, is it hot coffee? Is it iced coffee? And she's like asking me all these logistics. And I was like, I've created a monster.
I mean, because I'm not gonna buy it if I don't think I'm gonna use it like after my addiction, like my
Yeah.
hyperfixation goes away. And I tried to make iced coffee from my Keurig a long time ago, and it just didn't work because it's hot coffee pouring on it, you know.
And I've had a Keurig. I'm not a snob. I had a Keurig for like 7 years. I've just had like several of them. And I drank them, but then when I got really into iced coffees, iced lattes, shaken espressos, I tried to make it with my Keurig and it just tastes like dirt.
Yeah. Hmm.
And because Keurig, slay of a company, I'm sure, I don't know, they are good for the typical wake up, brew a coffee person.
Yeah.
They
And I
don't,
think
like, that's what it's for.
I was thinking about it too. I think I'll keep my Keurig for when I just want a cup of coffee, but I would like to be able to make my own, like, because right now I use Stokes coffee. Slay, love it. I'm
Yes,
obsessed.
it
But
is a play.
So I like to
But you
have.
don't get like the foam. Technically, in espresso, it's called the crema. You don't get the crema when you use like a Stoke or a Keurig. I have a lot. I have a love of coffee, so.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
why
just,
I ask you because I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know things. I mean, I can't even half the time. I'm like, Liz is like, okay, I'm gonna go get coffee, and I'll be like, oh, I want. She's like, I know.
yeah. You don't have to tell me.
I know.
However, though, you could just get rid of the Keurig because like Nespresso sells big pods, and they'll even brew a whole pot.
Oh,
It's an
perfect.
18-ounce pod. It's called like a carafe, and they'll
Okay.
make a whole pot.
I might. Yeah. Well, then I might do that. I might.
They're
I'll,
always on sale around Thanksgiving. So
perfect. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that because it's time to up my. I've also been. This is how stupid I am. I've also now followed like TikTokers who like make beverages and they're like, you need to get the ones that have a lid so you can shake and like all of this. And I'm like, got it. Okay. So here are all of the things I need to be ready to start this journey. So, um, and you know, I don't feel bad talking about this because everybody needs a good coffee with their books. So
yeah, we also read.
we also we love books.
But
Um,
yeah, but the people love to yap, you know? That's like everyone always tells us, I love the first like 30 minutes of your episode because who knows what is going to come out of your mouth. We hear that a lot actually. So,
yeah, I actually I got a text about what happens to me at Barnes and Nobles.
mhm.
And they were like, that happens to me too. And I was like, I told you. I told you.
It happens like last weekend. I was at Barnes and I was with some of our IRL friends, and literally we had been walking around for 10 seconds, and one of them was like, gotta poop, gotta go. It's time to go. And it just happens. Not to me, of course, but it just happens.
Well, it happened to me.
It happens to everyone.
It
It's
does.
Home Goods and Barnes and Noble and IKEA.
There's
Those are the
something that
places.
comes out of these things that just get the bowels moving. And you know what? What we want in life is good coffee, good books, and healthy bowels.
Yeah. We do. We do. Bowel obstructions lead to colon cancer, so
Well,
we
do you
do.
know, I knew someone
I think I
years ago. They're not alive anymore. They did not they did not have a bowel movement for I think it was like 2 to 4 weeks in that area straight, and it killed them. Well, maybe that wasn't the whole reason. I think they had like a big tumor, but like also they
oh
did not
my
go to the
god.
bathroom. So I have been very vigilant ever
Yeah,
since.
ice water. Not like in a sad way, just like in a wow.
Yeah, RIP girl, because that,
Yeah, rest in peace.
yeah,
Everyone needs to poop, okay? No,
I just
you
feel like
know?
that would have been so uncomfortable. And ugh. Anyway, so what are you reading right now?
I'm so glad you asked. I've never actually been more glad that you've asked me any question ever. So, I'm currently reading Orphanage by the Lake by Daniel Miller for our murder mystery book club. It's good. It is good. I'm having a great time. I'm halfway through. Things are moving along. I will never judge a mystery book until the end because, of course, that's the point. So
Mhm.
you have to wait and see. But so far, so good. And I just finished Murder in the Dressing Room, Holly Stars, which is like a drag murder mystery, you know?
Mhm.
Iconic, iconic. And I actually did not know who did it until the end.
That's amazing.
And then there was another twist at the very end, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my, it was crazy. It was good. And there's going to be another book. So I'm excited for that. Also, you know, if we ever get to ask some questions to the author, that would be pretty cool.
It would be really cool.
It would be really cool. And I'm also going to start King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby because I'm obsessed with S.A. Cosby and his work. And those are both, well, they seem to be, and Murder in the Dressing Room was a cozier mystery.
Mhm.
And I just really needed some like blood and guts. So S.A. Cosby gives the blood and guts.
Yes. Yes, and I've heard King of Ashes is really, really good.
I'm very excited. And my husband and I are watching Twisted Metal right now, which it's like a video game, but now it's a show on Peacock about the apocalypse, and it is like the goriest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I think that's like fueling this. I need to just read a bunch of gross
Gore.
grossness. Yeah, I'm in my gore era. I don't know why, but that's what's happening. Because after this, I'm gonna read a Grady Hendrix and then another Dungeon Crawler Carl. So it's literally nothing but blood in my upcoming future. So maybe it's because I'm prepping for young blood.
I do sense a theme there.
Blood.
Blood. Blood of
So yeah, that's my journey. What are you reading?
I have a full lineup this weekend. I am 100 pages into Atmosphere. I'm already loving it. I actually dreamed about it last night. It was very weird. Uh, I love the way that Taylor Jenkins Reid writes.
Yes.
So, I'm also like, I feel that one of my absolutely ridiculous fears is space. So it's
That's
been,
not ridiculous. It's very common, and space is terrifying. And if it doesn't scare you, I don't think you're thinking about it hard enough.
yeah, for sure, no. And so what is happening in the beginning is very scary to me. Not that I would ever be in that situation, hopefully, but like, so I'm 100 pages into that. I'm also 100 pages into The Bright Years by Sarah DeMoff. It is like a 275-page book. It is emotionally damaging, to me. And so I am reading that. It deals with alcoholism, adoption, um, broken families, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then I am like 20% into the fifth dungeon crawler, Carl, The Butcher's Masquerade, and things are really picking up. Like really picking up. And we've had some moments that have literally had me like, what the fuck? So
I'm excited.
I am trying to pace myself and because I need to get Atmosphere done for book clubs. I really want to finish The Bright Years, which both of them I feel are going to be decently spaced or paced reads.
Yeah.
Whereas like with Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's more of a slower read. Um just because there's so much going on that you have to like, okay, where are we? Where are we doing? Things change at a literal dime. So, yeah, that's where I am.
That sounds
I'm
great.
having a great time.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I cannot wait to discuss Atmosphere Book Club. I cannot wait. Our other Geneva for our Sunbound Book Club is popping off now too. Everyone's like, I'm obsessed. I finished it. I'm sobbing. I'm crying. I'm throwing up. Like, not well. It's just so good.
I've been staying away from it because I don't think there's any spoilers, but like I'm getting into the thick of it. I'm like, okay. My goal is I don't really have much planned for like tomorrow to really sit and read tomorrow and get quite a bit done. I want to be done with at least two of these books by the end of the weekend. So that is the goal. But we're talking today
Yeah.
about like our best and worst reads recently, and I don't feel like I've really had any horrible reads, you
No,
know?
no, we were discussing like, hey, so what are you gonna say is your, like least favorite book from July? And even my least favorite book from July, I still gave it, I think a 3, maybe a
Right.
2.5, but I still took something from it. I still cried during it, and I still had a good time.
Sorry, go ahead.
I still had a good time reading it, so I don't see the issue.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've just been so incredibly like lucky to have such great books recently. Like I have not soft DNF'd anything. I have
Mhm.
not DNF'd anything. Um, and even my lowest read, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just like I wanted some more depth to it. So it's like, and then all of my best reads, what do I say? They're all so good.
Right, right. I
What
I don't
do
even
I
know.
say?
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
No, and Like even our mystery thriller we read last month, both of them were really, really good. Our book club book ended up being, I ended up high, like upping my rating because of our discussion. And I was thinking on the drive home. So, like on the drive home from Minnesota, there was a point in time where I don't even know what was wrong with me, but I was just like staring at the moon. And I was just like,
Iconic
I mean,
behavior.
there was like some tragic music playing in the background, but I was just like, how amazing has our summer been reading wise? Like, and how amazing is our fall going to be? I'm about to start my reread of Rose and Chains. Um, Promise Me Sunshine, Alchemist comes out, Princess of Blood comes out. We were lucky enough to get an arc for the next in the Ashen series, Dawn of the North.
True.
Uh, the next Dungeon Crawler, Carl, comes out on the same day as Alchemized. Like,
Hmm.
what is happening? We are so lucky. We're so blessed. And then on top of that, we get to meet our book club friends. I'm having a great time.
It's honestly like this reading year, we say it every year, but it's the best. It's the best yet.
The
I
best year.
don't know how we're gonna top it. I'm not sure. I
I
haven't been like genuinely like 1 star disappointed by a book
in a
since like
while.
March,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that was a DNF. So
Yeah. I mean, I sitting right next to me, I have these two books, both of which I'm just so excited to read. This one was my aardvark, and then I have the compound, which is one of our book club books for, and I'm like, I get to read this. Like I get to,
yes, so good.
yes, I'm so excited. And I still haven't read Broken Country.
Oh
I
my
still
gosh.
haven't read a bunch of Ellen. I want to read Nikki Ehrlich, The Measure, The Will of the Many. Like there's just so many great books coming out. I also am dying literally to do a reread of Shield of Sparrows because I just keep thinking about it.
It's so iconic. It's so good. And you know what you need to do still? Oh my god, it ran away. Oh, you need to read Time of Your Life
Yep, that's up there.
because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna love it.
Up top so far, I have Time of Your Life, Bittersweet, Promise Me Sunshine, um, Elsie Silver. Like I just have so many that I'm hoping to get to. Like I keep telling myself it's literally only the 8th day of the month. There is a very decent chance you will read all of those books on that shelf, so chill out. That's what
Hmm.
I keep telling myself. Um, so my question to you before we get into like our actual books is do you have a number one book yet for the year? I know, right? Like I don't. I
I
have
thought I
one.
did. I thought
Yeah.
I did. I thought that I did. I don't know. I honestly think at the end of this year, we're going to have a hard time. Like, I might say, here are my top 5, and they are interchangeable.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, because right now, and this is not pending me finishing Atmosphere, which I know is into your top five,
Hmm.
Shield of Sparrows, Rose and Chains, those are competing. Night in the Moth is competing. Dungeon Crawler Carl is up there. I mean, just so many great books. And how am I going to choose? They're just so different and just so, I love them for different reasons. Like, how do I choose which one is number one? And then Dawn of the North, like Princess of Blood, also up there with number one. I may have to do like a top 15 all interchangeable with Alchemized,
Honestly,
Brimstone.
do we just even rank them? Do we just say, here are our best reads of 2025, and we don't have a ranking system this year?
Yeah, and explain that. Be like, hey, we wanted to rank these. We can't. They're all phenomenal. I have a cousin right now who is reading Quicksilver. And I'm just like, girl, I'm so happy for you. I can't wait. Which the hardcover for that, which will match Brimstone, comes out the 23rd, I think, of this month. So I'm excited to
This month?
have, yeah. And
Wow.
then Brimstone comes out in November.
Wow.
I know. So I'm gonna get
That's
the hard.
escalated quickly.
I know.
Yeah, so far it is like this crazy weird combination of Rose in Chains, Atmosphere, Shield of Sparrows, Conditions of Will,
So well.
and Great Big Beautiful Life.
Oh, Great Big Beautiful Life. See, I don't know if we're gonna.
I think that is that it? And honestly, I'm not mad about it. And I think that Time of Your Life is gonna be real up there.
Speaking of actually conditions of will, I just finished these summer storms and it gave conditions of will vibes very hard. I think you're gonna have a great time with it, truly. And there's even some spice, so like actual spice, which shocked me. So I think you're gonna have a great time. So, what was your worst? I'm not gonna say worst. What was your lowest ranked book in July?
My lowest ranked book in July was The Poppy Fields by Nikki Erlich, and not because I think it was a bad book or a poorly written book. I think if the premise of the book on the back of the book, right, um, happened earlier in the book, maybe things would have been a little bit different because she does kind of allude to like a big to do at the poppy fields, and there is not at any point.
Not really, no.
Everything actually just goes swimmingly at the
Right.
poppy fields the whole time. Like there is no controversy really,
Mhm.
except bad press, but like that's everywhere. Good luck owning any business without bad press.
Mhm.
I was just bored and I did see the point. I saw the journey. I saw the yellow brick road. I saw the vibes. I felt the feelings. And I have dealt with a lot of grief in my life. So I kept seeing people say, like, well, if you've lost a loved one, I have lost a lot of people. And I understand the point of the book. It was just really slow.
It was. It was a slower read, and I think I would have felt the same way, like a little, like I feel I ranked it a little higher than you, but I think I would have ranked it very close, like much closer, which I wasn't far anyway. But I had like you and Brady and Rosie like saying this is a slower book, so I wasn't anticipating anything being fast. Um, I'm interested. I feel like we should buddy read The Measure together because I'm interested. A lot of those who were in our book club were just like, The Measure was just so good. And when you compare them, there's no comparison. So I'm interested to see if I agree with that too and would love to read that. And like, it wasn't that it was a bad book. It was just like a book. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm not probably ever going to reread this again. It was okay. That was okay. I
Yeah,
read that.
yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah, here
I'm
we
not
are.
mad. I'm not saying she has flaws. I'm not saying she's the problem. The book wasn't even the problem. This may even be a case of publisher blues again,
Hmm.
where they marketed it a certain way and it didn't deliver in that way.
And we've seen that a couple of times recently where we read a book and we're like, huh, that was not how it was marketed.
Yeah, we're looking at you for whom the bell tolls.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
that's like the most obvious, I think. So, what
Mhm.
was your lowest rated book of July?
Um, The Girls of Good Fortune by Christina McMorris.
You read that for a book club, right?
Yeah. And I just wanted more the historical side of everything. I also felt that the main character was really out of touch with where she was in history and society and all of that. Like half of the thoughts she had, even as like a more privileged servant, were still crazy. And she should have died like four times. And it wasn't a situation where I felt that the things happened that helped her get out of dying. It was like, no, you just really didn't give any sort of reality to that situation. She should have died.
So it wasn't like Our small beef with Crowns of Nyaxia, where it's like she magically gets where she needs to go. It was more like this just is not realistic.
Yeah, like there was one point in time where she had this man like drunkenly admit to a murder, okay? And she wanted him to confess. Okay, mind you, she is a servant of Chinese descent during anti-Chinese times, and she literally follows him out to a ranch by herself and is like confronting him, like saying, you need to own up to this. And she even thinks he could kill me right now. And he should have. Because
Oh
in
my.
real life, he would have killed her right then and there. Like, you're threatening to turn me in or you're blackmailing me. I'm not, like,
Mhm.
in real life, she probably would have been killed. You know what I'm saying? And so it took me out of the story because I was like, mm, you
I'm
know,
not even in the story, and you just took me out of the story.
yeah. And so I just think, I don't know, I love historical fiction.
Yeah,
Um,
you do.
so I don't
That's
know.
exciting.
I mean, The Other Boleyn Girl is one of my favorite books of all time. And do I think over half of that is even close to being historically accurate? No. But it's done well enough that I'm not pulled from the story.
Yeah, and that's really kind of what like retellings and dramatizations and historical fiction is all about.
Mhm.
Because obviously it's not true to the story or it wouldn't be fiction, right? But
Right.
it's how well can the author sell what she wants you to buy.
Exactly.
So
So I think I gave it like a 3.25, maybe just a 3. Um,
still not bad. That was my Poppy Fields. I think either a 2.75 or something or a 3.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I have not given anything below a 3, I don't think. Maybe even this year.
I just have two. The Poppy
Oh,
Fields and then one in March.
what was the one in March?
The irresistible urge to fall for your enemy.
Yeah, I didn't read that
You
one.
will not like it.
I know our friend from Barnes and Noble that we're close to,
Mhm.
she agreed with you. Let me see here. It says I did give a 2.75, but I don't remember what it was. I'll be your idol. What did I give a 2.75 to? So what is the, I don't even want to say what is your top book because we just talked about how hard it is to pick one, but what is your top book you can't stop thinking about currently?
From July or just all everything?
It was Problematic Summer Romance. That's what I gave it to you.
Oh, wait. I gave that 1 star too.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot. Oops.
Um, yeah, what about July? How about just July?
July was crazy because July was one of my best reading months.
It was.
Um, July. I don't know. I'm actively still thinking about Until the Heart Stops by Jillian Eliza West.
Mhm.
The spice in that will be sticking with me. Let me just tell you that.
It was so good, you guys. Ah,
Yep, that'll be with me for a while. And books 5 and 6 from the Cowboy Colony Mail Order Bride series are my favorites. Those were really good July reads. And the Dream Hotel, even though I didn't give it 5 stars, will be sticking with me forever. Actually, forever. So I don't know. I really genuinely loved it all. Oh, and Project Hail Mary. Gosh, what a July.
what a fucking July.
I think the top though will probably be Project Hail Mary and Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings.
I don't even know. I mean, I read Project Hail Mary, Dungeon Crawler Carl,
You read 3 dungeon crawlers.
and they're all 5 stars. I think in my last review, I literally said I don't think there's going to be a book that is less than 5 stars for me in this series.
And you did Conditions of Will in July.
I did. Um, I did, and that was also 5 star. I did Jillian Eliza West. I did Married to the Alien Cowboy, which I did give 5 stars to because I was sat. I was sat. The only books in July that I did not give 5 stars to were all four stars or up. So besides The Girls of Good Fortune. I also did Pines by Blake
Oh
Crouch.
yeah, you did. Oh, I love Pines.
I did The 5 Star Weekend. I did we also read A Well-Trained Wife by Tia Levings. Also a very well done memoir, very scary memoir. But I have really been on this sci-fi kick, which is so fun. I've said a million times, but my goal this year was to read more genres. And I miss my genre so much. Like I said to you before we got on, I was like, I need a spicy, grumpy shadow daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to remind myself like Brimstone is coming out soon. You'll get it. You'll have him.
Oh my gosh, I
So
cannot wait. I cannot wait.
yes, I also have Dawn of the North waiting for me,
Yeah.
which Cass is my man, my man, my man.
I'm scared. I don't know. I'm scared.
Well, he's on the cover.
I know.
That doesn't bode well.
No.
But and she talked about this on socials. There's going to be a Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
I love Pegasus, so I'm excited for
Right.
that. I just can't wait. I'm trying very hard not to like not enjoy where I'm at because I'm so excited about where we're going. So, yeah. Um, Give me your thoughts on Dungeon Crawler Carl now that you've read it. Do you think I'm crazy?
No.
You understand?
I mean, you be yapping about it, and
Yeah.
like in a way that is like more passionate than I've seen you about a lot of things ever. And so I knew it was going to be good, obviously, because like you don't get that hyper fixated on something unless it's serious.
I just
So
the writing at no point did I think this is annoying. This is, and I said too that it entertains me in a way that like Romantasy doesn't. Like it's a
mhm.
different entertaining.
Well, it was basically like reading a script for an RPG, like a D&D script, a critical role script. Yeah. So I don't know if you even know what those words
Yeah.
mean, but yeah, it was essentially just reading D&D, and I had an amazing time.
So you're gonna continue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just probably not as quick as I am.
No, I have too much to do.
Yeah, I'm powering through. I'm one of our other friends, Drew, is reading it and we're kind of exactly at the same spot. So it's been fun to be like, so what did you think? And like talk to her about it and everything. And um I actually we're going over to our friend Abby's tonight, and her husband read it, and he commented and said that he will not be reading anything else until he finishes this series, and he blames me. And I said I wear that badge of pride,
You should.
you
You
know, like
should.
yeah. So just trying to take my time. Like I am blowing through them because I'm having a great time, but I am taking my time with them. Like I making sure there was one book where I think it's book 3 where he literally says in the beginning, this is not going to make sense because it doesn't make sense, like the floor that they're on. And I was like, once I read that, I was like, okay, so don't try and figure out what exactly is going on because until the very end, and even then, it's not super clear. Like even the characters are just like, what is that? What was that?
Yeah, and I wonder what happened for him to have had to put that because, like, you're literally reading about a fictional apocalypse in a fictional dungeon with aliens and creatures and, like, a fictional TV Hunger Games scenario. Like, none of this makes sense.
Right.
So I wonder if he was, like, having he had, like, a tough editing process or, like, that's
Maybe
weird.
like, yeah, his beta readers or something were like, listen, do you know like do you have a diagram of because essentially it's like this like situation, it's like a bunch of train stations and train lines and none of them make sense. um And they probably were like, "So, can you explain this to us?" And he goes, "No."
Absolutely
No.
not. I actually can't, and that's okay. But
Yeah.
I think that's fun. Like, I'm having a really good time. I'm definitely gonna read the series and probably own the whole series. I have no notes.
Yeah, I have my first four right over here, and I love the bright
I
colors.
love the covers.
I do kind of want the original covers though too, because they're so funny.
I hate them, but
I
the,
know.
the best part of all of them is Princess Donut.
She is such an icon. She's a legend. Carl is pretty funny too. I mean,
It's so
he's
funny.
my husband read it and he identified very much with Carl, which is not shocking. So, um, yes, I have not been this sad for a series like this in a like I've never been a
You love
sci-fi
it.
girly, so I really shocked myself. Like I knew I was gonna love it. Like I
Uh-huh.
looked back at earlier videos where I was like, I'm gonna read Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I was like super excited. I didn't know it was gonna be this level of obsession.
I'm really, really happy for you because it is something so special when people like get this pumped about something. Like that's how I was with Ellen Hildebrand's books last summer, the summer before, and then Emily Henry. And it just feels like so good when you have a large amount of something that you can consume and like love.
Yeah. And I think it's very weird too because I've been very loud about how much I love it. And like when I'm loud about my romantasy, you can tell the people who are just like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that. When I'm loud about sci-fi, people listen more. It's very weird. You know what I mean? Like,
When you are louder about this than anything you have been since I met you.
that's true. I'm
And I
like,
think that's what it is.
there's a cat that talks. It's his
Yeah.
ex-girlfriends. But I will say, I miss romantasy. I miss my shadow daddies. I'm
We have
like,
a dungeon daddy now.
yeah, but he's not like banging it. I kind of want him to like find like a hot alien and have some fun. But
Has there been nothing?
there's been, it wasn't with Carl.
Mm,
It was with a
that's all you
dinosaur.
need to say.
Yeah. And it was absolutely the funniest. My husband and I we were listening to this scene on our way home and we were like dying laughing.
I
So
can't wait. Was it book two?
it was book five.
Book five? I have to wait for so
Yeah. And
long.
it's not, it's so funny. Um, Princess Donut was not well during that scene, I'll tell you that. So,
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
but anyway, so yeah, I was so excited when you read it. I was so nervous. I'm so
I know.
nervous.
You just kept checking, and I was like, "Girl, I'm quiet because I'm reading it." It was so good. It was good. Absolute 10 out of 10 recommendation. No notes. As usual. You did a great job.
Anyway, um, so you guys, we have some very fun news coming up. We will be having Sarah Hawley and Demi Winters back on the podcast together in the next couple of weeks. There's not going to be a set script that we follow or anything. We're all just going to be yapping. Sarah has Princess of Blood coming out in September, and Demi just released The Roots of Darkness, which is being traditionally published now. So you will be eventually able to buy it in store. But that is a novella. And then she also has Dawn of the North that's coming out in February. And so we have a ton of things to talk to them about. And I can't wait to see them.
I can't believe it's happening. All
I
four
know.
of us together.
It's going to be a great time. So we have them coming on. We also have some other guests that are going to make an appearance as well. And we're not going to announce those just yet because we haven't figured out all of the details, but they're coming. I'm going to shoot my shot with Matt Dinneman, and I'm going to manifest
Perfect.
that we will get him on the podcast because I need to open your brain and I need to reach in and I need to study it.
I can't wait for
So,
him to meet Ophelia.
oh my gosh, yes. Ugh.
He's screaming right now. I don't know
I
if you
mean,
can hear her.
is Cannoli messing with her?
Probably.
Probably. My cats have left me alone. I'm shocked.
Oh, I can hear a WWE happening, so who knows what's going on out there.
Yes. So, with that being said, we are going to wrap it up. This is a little shorter of an episode today, but we just kind of wanted to yap about where we are reading wise. We're going to tell you guys, we're going to come out and tell you guys all the big releases we're excited for here in the next couple of weeks. And we will be seeing you soon. If you want any of the books we talked about, please go to sunboundbooks.com. Use code Liz and Liz, and you can get 10% off. And we do ship everywhere. Shout out to Liz K for having an amazing bookstore. And as always, you can follow us on any social media except X at Liz and Liz Get Literary. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Have a great day.